Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Trainman, and welcome back to TRS 2006, where we're building the line from Temmeros to Susqueka. Now, today, I want to spend a lot of time on figuring out what kind of terrain is going to be around the route, as well as putting a little bit more time into the mountains over in El Dorado Canyon and the texturing over there is what I mean. Now, I know a couple things about this place. One of them is going to be there are probably, when I say no, I mean I think I know, there are probably going to be some mountains that are between this stretch of track and the one directly to the west of it. That would be, let me show you when I'm done with this. But if you look at my little thing, the W is kind of over to your left. So there's going to be a set of mountains that the track wraps around. Oh, I've been drifting off course. And as it passes those mountains, it's going to be going along a lake as it wraps around on the corner there. Not sure what I'm going to do with the terrain as I come into town, but I very much like how this place came out. Except for this guy making noise. I'm sure this will look better once I get some other textures mixed in here. But my point is that there's going to be a mountain peak somewhere around here. So if I open up map mode, figure that it's going to be probably about here. I'm going to get some of that red and make a marker. I think that was near the bottom. Maybe not. It's going to be pretty hard to miss, I know that much. Oh, there it is. Mountain peak right here. How does that look? Yeah, it looks good. Then we're going to have ridges coming down in this direction to make this. So right now, let's grab a huge radius tool. That's a little bit high. I don't know, now it looks like a bloody spike. But, it's done. The other thing is, this river is going to be turning into a lake up here that we're going to be going along. Now, there isn't supposed to be a dam over here, but in the case that we can in fact see that river from here, but the water level is on this is actually going to be probably, well, let me grab a, let's to be a lower radius tool. Let's build out this area right here. A little bit higher radius. We'll say that's rock fill right there. But actually, this has to be lower. So let me grab this tool, the land leveler. And I think that it's a good idea. I like doing water features because they take up space. Also, they look nice, but somewhat because they just take up space. And it's good to not just have the same, you know, like we did when we were coming out of, when we come out of the mountains over there and down near where Galgora is going to be. It's just that kind of plain green. That's why I put that boxcar over there, just to make it less bland. But But I'm going to work on this lake. I think I might just do the lake this episode if I get the chance. The lake is the big terrain feature around here. The mountain is the other one. The rest of this is just probably going to be mountainous hills. Nothing too interesting. Just the same kind of stuff we saw over here. Not sure what I'm going to do with this still. I just want this route to be so expansive and just like, you know, all over the place that if you were to get this route and start fiddling on it, you wouldn't ever finish. There'd always be something to do. Actually, that looks remarkably good for what it is. I think I might use this a little more often. Does that look good or what? But today, this episode again, it's good. It's going to be a good episode. I have no doubt because we're going to get a lot done. But it may be a little cut short again because actually for the exact same reason the last one was cut short, which is kind of ironic and coincidental. Which is that while I have seen Into Darkness, my dad has not. And we figured, what better night than tonight? Now, unfortunately, neither of us have looked at the movie times yet, so we're a little bit behind the curve in that aspect. But we're still going to go and see it at some point. Although, once he looks it up and comes reporting to me as to what the times are, then we'll know whether we're actually whether I actually have time to finish this or not. I know it's more economical to go to like a matinee, but we have AAA, so we get these cheaper tickets, blah blah blah. The perks of being in the American Automotive Association. Actually, something kind of funny came out of that with Gavin from Rooster Teeth, and like how over there they don't have AAA, they just have AA because it's not American Automotive Association, it's just the Automotive Association. I'm gonna grab a small plateau tool and kind of make this guy go off this way. I know it seems like an abrupt change in the Rubik's course, but I have to do something about it because if I don't, it's just going to collide with this, and that's going to be no good. Because then I'll have to figure out how to make a decent looking dam, and I've tried to do that once before in Geiger Mountains, and it did not look good. So, let's move this thing around. Let's try and get a decent looking lake bed in here. Let's probably have it get deeper towards the middle instead of the other way around. Yeah, we're going to put a little mini lake in this like we had Dead Island in the other lake. Dead Island, for those of you who weren't around back then, that's not actually in reference to the video game. It was just a very small island with one dead tree on it. So it was called Dead Island. It was kind of an homage to the game. It's not like I had no knowledge of the game by that name at that point. But I'd never actually played the game. And I still don't have much of an opinion on it. Still haven't played it. Still don't ever expect to. But in more recent gaming news, the Xbone has removed, apparently, all DRM on their upcoming console. And I could have sworn there was something about them not being able to do that a long time ago. But maybe not so long ago. But either way, it's gone. So now they're kind of, you know, running level with the PS4. But people have already pre-ordered, so I don't think we're going to see too much of a jump in console sales, especially with the still $100 difference in price, which is a lot of money. But now it's not you're paying $100 for terrible DRM and crap. You're paying $100 for Connect 2, which for someone who enjoys peripherals is not a bad deal. I don't actually remember how much the Xbox 360 Arcade or whatever it's called versus the one with the Kinect. I don't actually know the names of them. I just know I have the one without it. I don't remember how much the price difference was, but it was probably about $100. But thing is, you're getting the Kinect now, no matter what, and all things that are going to be designed for the Xbox One and it alone are going to be able to count on essentially you having this thing available, because you can't unplug it. I mean, sure, you can cover it with something, and I guess you'll have to uncover it, and you can turn off all the functionality too. At least that's what I've heard. Who knows who's been feeding me misinformation, but I'm pretty sure Podtacular and Rooster Teeth have good sources. And they're good at retconning if they screw things up. But as I was saying, you get this package, and I'm by no means I'm not an advertiser. I'm not being paid by Microsoft as much as I'd like to be paid by Microsoft to advertise their product. Hey, I'll advertise. Pay me. I'm just throwing this out there because it's some new news that is rather new. Oh, that's what I said. It's new news that's new. It's some new news that's rather groundbreaking in the fact that now the only thing that stands in between the PS4 and the Xbox One, other than the obvious exclusives, are $100 and something that stares at you, which is, you know, not creepy in the least bit, especially with all the NSA stuff going around. Oh, come on, I can joke on it all I want. I completely have the right to joke on the Xbox One, considering I'm almost definitely going to be getting one at some point, especially when Halo 5 drops. But other than that, I will also hopefully be getting a PlayStation 4 at some point. I'm kind of going to do the thing where I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to get this PlayStation 4, and Dad, look at all this fantasy football integration that they're doing. You should probably get an Xbox One, right? And then maybe I can pawn that off on him. Hopefully he isn't listening. And then we'll have both, and then you'll be able to do whatever it is with the Xbox where you can pipe in HDMI, so I can switch from playing Xbox to playing PS4 using my Xbox. As ridiculous as that sounds, actually, it sounds really funny now that I say it. I've never really thought of it like that. I'm going to keep working on terrain over here. You go talk to 2. He's going to be working on the coloration in the canyon. Alright, I'll see ya. He has some, he's a PlayStation gamer, so maybe I'll have something to talk about related to what I'm saying. How about you let him know? Oh, hey guys, it's me. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I did this part here, and I did these, I'm not sure what you'd call them, they're not really mountains. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm just working. I'm not sure where 3's been. I don't think he's been called in a while, because we don't need him yet. I'm sure we'll need him. He'll be back. Make fun of me. But whatever. I was just thinking about some stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know where I heard it. I don't know. I think I heard something like something. I mean, apparently, like, EA and Microsoft have a partnership now. And I'm just wondering, like, I'm just wondering if we're still gonna get the battlefield stuff first, like we did last round. No, I'm talking about on the PS4, I mean. I need to find those trees. I'm a little bit done with kind of done with doing this terrain over here. Let me grab some trees. I'll forest the top. With the maple beech birch. I think I'll do the easy parts first. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a little bit strange. It's not what I expected. I'm just gonna forest all this and then I'll get back to work. I mean, when I'm done with this, I mean, there's not much to see over here. You've watched a lot of foresting and a lot of just like putting stuff on the terrain, so I don't think you guys are taking too much interest in this part. I wouldn't expect you to. It's okay. I don't take it personally or anything. I'm just saying I don't expect you to stick around. I mean, the lake is probably a little bit more entertaining than this. I'm talking about the one that #1 is making, not like let's go fishing kind of lake. I mean, kind of wanna. I haven't gone fishing in a long time. I've gone swimming either. Thank God it's summer. Can't wait to go to the beach. Just kind of chill, relax, chill at the beach. Get it? Because it's hot in the summer. It's warm. Sand is warm. I'm just thinking of the beach now. Oops. Oh well. Trees look alright. I'll have to work on this terrain a little bit more later, especially when I do the next line. I need to do all this in the future. You know, I'll start on that right now. How about you go back to see how the lake... Excuse me, I'm sorry. How about you go back to see how the lake's coming? It's probably more fun than watching me do this. Don't you think so? Hey guys, okay, well, I let 2 have the reins. Okay, it may not look like I did much, but that's because I didn't really do that much. I decided to throw an island in here with really, really green grass, apparently. Whoopsies. And we're going to put some trees on it eventually. But I planned out... I did a little bit over here. I planned out what the slopes are going to be, kind of on average, to this mountain that we're going to have. I planned out where the mountain ridges are going to be. So we're going to have a mountain ridge here that leads to over here. And then another one here that's a little bit less tame, but it's on average it's lower. Just because I can't let people see in here, because if you look in here you get to see this. And this flat mess, and then this nothingness. If we go on the map, we can obviously see that. You can see that this wraps around this mountain peak and then continues ascending. Whoa. Lagging some fierce. But this river does this weird thing where it pops in, waggles, and then pops out. It looks a little weird on the map, but whatever, screw you. I mean, if we trace it, it doesn't feel, oh, cancel. It doesn't feel that bad. I mean, over here, it's not really finished, but that's because you're not going to be looking over here. You're going to be looking at your train going down the track. Not going to be like, oh, what's that? Oh, look, it's a crap part that Ellis didn't texture. But, there's this river, it comes up here, it has this little narrow bend. There's the bridge, it has this other bend. And it's going to bend off there. It doesn't feel that wrong, except it has this variation in width. But that's not necessarily a big deal if you don't make it one. That was my leg. Don't worry about that. I textured this lake bed using that technique where you hold down the button and the thing spins, which I actually figured out myself, and then a day later someone told me through a comment on someone else's video, not even mine. But, so there's that. It's a loud place. I need to write something in here. It's too long. There we go. We need to go up here. I named this place, I bet. I bet. I hope I did. No, I didn't. I don't really have another name for it right now. So you have Temmeros Station. I think I named everything else. Right now is going to be the naming time because I just got distracted. If I name something, will it screw up? This name. Aperture lumber. Goods. Drop off. Now let me check my power station rules. Edit. Power station. I have to change this now. It's got to be lumber goods drop off, and the consumer is aperture lumber pickup. It's a bit of a double entendre. Not a double entendre, but it sounds repetitive. Let's fly back up here. I don't even feel like naming these things. Except for maybe these things, because I can tell a train to go to them. Nah, maybe later. Again, we need to do all the signaling here. Again, I'll probably do that off camera. Maybe right after we're done, depending on how much time I have. We're going to be done very soon, I'll add. I don't think you're going to have another session with 2. I'll probably just end it off when I'm done naming stuff. I'm not entirely sure how you spell warehouse. I feel like an idiot. Alright, so oops. No, Control M. Because we can't send trains. Hold on. Driver setup. Edit. Can I drive to the goods drop off? Ash Tower, Cooling Tower, Water Tower, Gossip Coal Station. That's up here. Don't care about those. Water and coal pickup? What? Alright, I can't do that because... Okay, I think I get it. I'll just have it say Susqueka. And then we can go like this. Oh, cancel. Like this. How come it doesn't X? Does that not work? Hold on, let's try. Let's test. Oh wait, I can't. What I need to do, you can't get there. You can though. Let's test this. Some experimentation in this episode, hell yeah. My volume is up so high that someone's de-messaged me and I just like crapped my pants. Because I was scared. Okay, hold on. That was a really smooth use of the escape key. I didn't even know how well that worked. I'm used to Kerbal Space Program where escape does basically nothing. Now it works. Let's test it anyways. Let's have this guy get the hell out of here. How fast can this thing go? The MLC mouse. Why do you need two people to run this tiny little engine? Does this dude need company or something? I would not want you for company. You have a creepy face. God, I feel so low to the ground. This engine is tiny. But on the other hand, this place actually looks kind of nice. So, except for the ground. The ground doesn't look nice. Apparently this thing goes 10. Also, apparently I set this thing up so that when it has the red facing if it's going... Hold on, how did I do this over? So red facing if it's going straight. I think up here I did it the other way. Hold on. Let me fly on over here. Woo! No, never mind. Wait. I did that here. No, no, no. Red means straight. I did it right. Awesome. Pretty proud of myself. This thing literally does only go 10. Just kidding, with that load it goes 12. Holy crap. We're going 12 miles an hour. Also, like this, I think this thing would sound a little bit different if it's like, if it looks like this. If it's such a tiny little engine, I don't think it would go whoa, whoa, whoa. I've reserved the whoa, 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 whoa for the big diesels. Give this guy like a little, you know, like a little 4-cylinder engine, or even less than that. Maybe not less than that, but like a little tiny 8-cylinder, 4-cylinder engine, diesel engine that's kind of just clanking away. Doesn't exactly look new now, does it? But let's go back here and put some texture in this lake. What's a good thing for like the side? Like this? Turn on this. It's like gray paint. They're just slathering on the walls over here. Now, in truth, this place was supposed to be a bit different. The whatchamacallits, the tracks were never actually supposed to be alongside the lake. But I had never really thought of necessarily where stuff like that would be. I just kind of drew it in and figured, hey, I'll work on it later. So we have that going for us, so I can just say, like, well, there was never really any plan to do anything in particular. So, no biggie, no harm done. But, you know, I'm going to go and, I think I'm going to get everything ready here so that I can put the water in this lake, because this is possibly the simplest thing we're ever going to put water in. Most certainly the simplest textured. Except for, of course, any other lakes we made. Let's put a couple trees. That's not how you spell tree. Let's drop a couple of these pine trees on here. Apparently these are all pine trees. There we go, Tree Island. Let's grab our water, This water value should be at like 180. I know. Sorry. 208. No. 208. 0. Check. No? Oh, that's a little high. Let's move it up to 250. That's still overflowing, but it's better. How does this look? I think some of Tree Allen's about to be flooded. Yeah, just a little. Alright, watery demise for this place. And then when I'm done placing the water, I will go back and move the island to a better location. Sounds like some at Lost. You know, I never actually saw Lost. I've maybe seen a couple episodes of it just in passing. It's not like I ever sat down to watch it. Don't watch a lot of TV to begin with. I mean, you guys probably know by now I love Doctor Who, but that's about the extent of my television existence, or whatever you want to call it. It's about the extent of my TV time is Doctor Who, and I don't even watch it on TV anymore, so get it off the BBC website. But on that note, I forgot what I was about to say. There we go. All this, of course, is going to be forested. Not sure what's going to be right here. But that actually, no, this is going to be a slope upwards. I'm sorry. This is going to be an increasing slope upwards towards the town of Ullerston, which, if we were to go straight to it, it's actually 2 jumps away, or 2 sets of episodes away. Because we'd have to do this. Let me open the map and zoom really far out. I'd like to expand the map, but I can't. So we have Temmeros. Let me get my map. And Susqueka. And then up here would be a town called Capst Junction, and that's where that's essentially just where 2 lines meet. It's not anything in particular. There aren't any industries there. It's just a little town. But it's about twice the distance, or about half, whatever. It's the same distance from Susqueka as Susqueka is from Temmeros. So it's about here. And the tracks actually do this thing where they come out and then back around and then up to here. Because that's at 500. So we're going to have to do this really big looping kind of thing to get to up here. And then there's another town at 500 right over here, which is called Ullerston. It's pretty much directly south of it. So it's right along this border, this puzzle border. And that's not even the farthest east town, or farthest south town that, no, it's not the farthest east town there is, because there's a town called Embywyn that's about here. But that's not connected to Ullerston, because Embywyn is a 3, and Ullerston's a 5, and it's a direct path. It would be a straight path down, and it's all cliffs. It's actually a mountain ridge, right about here, with Scrag Forest. And then Embywyn is connected to a place called Scrag Cap, which is probably up here. just about. And Scrag Cap is connected to a town called Modico, which is here, which is connected to Caps Junction, which is connected to Susqueka, which is connected to Temmeros. And that's how you get to Temmeros, from Temmeros to Embiwin by narrow gauge. Standard gauge is an even farther around route because you have to go all the way out to a town called Vale, which is way, way out there. It's the farthest north town there is, except for Thames. Thames. You go south, or east to Peoria, then south through Lock's Dam, through Scrag Cap, through Embiwin, and then you're off the map. And the whole time from Scrag Cap, there's a little lake at Scrag Cap, and there's a river that flows down. But yeah. In short, there's a lot we have to do, and pretty much an infinite amount of time to do it, except for next week. Because it is a pity that I have to inform you guys that this is my last video before I leave. Tomorrow will be a day for me to pack, and then I leave at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. That'd be Eastern Standard Time. And I will return. Let me see. Getting out a calendar here. Calendar on my phone, that is. I'll return on Saturday the 29th. So, the next time you will be hearing from me is Sunday the 30th, the end of the month. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys on the 30th. Trainman out.